Electric vehicles have been sold as the clean future of transport, and for tailpipe emissions they are. But under the floor of every EV sits a battery pack weighing up to 500 kilograms, packed with lithium, cobalt, nickel, and toxic electrolytes. Right now, globally, only about 5 to 10% of lithium-ion batteries get recycled. The rest, stockpiled, exported, or dumped. By 2035, we'll generate 11 million tons of dead EV batteries every year. So how do we solve this before the clean car creates a dirty problem? Now let's decode it together. An EV battery isn't one battery. It's thousands of individual cells packed together. Each cell contains a cathode made from combinations of nickel, cobalt, manganese, and lithium, the same minerals that cost billions to mine. There's graphite in the anode, copper and aluminum in the connectors, and a liquid electrolyte that's flammable and toxic. A single 75 kilowatt-hour battery pack contains over $2,000 worth of recoverable metals. Multiply that by the millions of EVs hitting retirement, and you're looking at a mineral gold mine sitting in scrapyards. The irony, we mine these materials at enormous cost, then mostly throw them away. So why aren't we recycling them all? 4 problems. First, safety. A damaged battery can undergo thermal runaway, a chain reaction over 1,000 degrees. Second, chemistry chaos. There are multiple battery chemistries, and each requires a different recycling process. A plant for nickel cobalt can't do iron phosphate. Third, logistics. EV batteries are classified as hazardous waste. Shipping them requires specialized packaging and certified transport facilities. And fourth, economics. For cheaper chemistries like LFP, recycling can cost more than mining fresh materials. It's often a net loss. A retired EV battery has 3 possible futures. Path 1, second life. When a battery drops below 80% capacity, it's no longer great for driving, but it's still perfectly useful for stationary energy storage. Solar farms and backup power systems can use these packs for another 5 to 10 years. This buys time and extracts maximum value. Path 2, recycling. The battery is safely discharged, dismantled, and shredded into a fine dark powder called black mass. From there, 2 main processes compete: pyrometallurgy, smelting at extreme heat, and hydrometallurgy, using chemical solutions. Modern hydrometallurgical plants recover 95% of nickel and cobalt and 97% of lithium. It's incredibly efficient. Path 3, landfill. This is what happens when no system catches the battery. The electrolyte leaches into soil. The fire risk persists. The good news, the recycling industry is scaling fast. Redwood Materials processes over 20 gigawatt-hours of batteries annually. And here's the breakthrough concept, the closed loop. Recovered minerals go directly into new cathodes. Old battery becomes new battery. The global EV battery recycling market is projected to reach $37.5 billion by 2035. Recycling has gone from an expense to a revenue source. Policy is finally catching up. The EU now mandates 70% recycling efficiency by 2030 and a digital battery passport by 2027. In the US, Colorado became the first state to mandate recycling in 2026. California is drafting similar legislation. By 2035, we'll hit 11 million tons per year. By 2040, over 30 million. Current capacity is a small dam trying to hold back the wave. The facilities are being built, but battery waste is growing faster. If we don't close that gap, we trade one crisis for another. The solution exists in 3 layers: extend battery life, recover materials through recycling, and regulate the entire chain. EVs aren't the problem. Incomplete thinking about their life cycle is. Clean car plus clean disposal equals actually clean. We're halfway there.